philosophical ideas you should keep in mind. In our life, everyone has their past they can learn from. These following ideas will make you think deeply. Every saying here bears in them deep and meaningful life lessons. The only difference between a good and a bad day lies in your attitude. Expecting others to be nice to you just because you are good to them is like expecting a lion not to eat you just because you don't eat it. Life is not fair. Learn to adapt to it. If others judge you, insult you without knowing anything about you, don't be sad. Remember, dogs bark at strangers. If there are people standing on your way, gently take a turn. Those who do not appreciate you is not worth your friendship or love, as the one ends up getting hurt is you, and no one would be there to pick you up. Like a weed, learn to survive in all difficult circumstances, even when people think you can't. Life is like a movie. Men or side characters, after all, are just labels. People will only care about your skills and your enthusiasm as well. Never give your secret away to anyone. If you can't even keep a secret yourself, then how can you expect others to do the same? Movies are sometimes just like life. Unfortunate events happen to test your resilience. This resilience comes from life experience. When life pushes you to the very edge, don't ask, why me? But say, try me. You can't predict life. Relationships are uncertain. Who knows what the future holds? When people brag about themselves to get others' attention, actually, they are hiding what they are the most proud of. Only those who have the knowledge know what a peaceful sea looks like. Only those that go through hardships know that peace is precious and rare. Look at the big picture. Don't get caught up by the flashy details. Things that have great use at first usually appear to be useless. Every time you look for someone to change your life, look into the mirror. That's the one you are looking for. How can a canary know the nest of a falcon? For those that are made to do great things, aside from admiration, what can you do? Those that can reach the highest level of peace are those that can choose to live or join life as they wish, are those that have talents to do the small things, but never let those small things restrict them. If problems come up tomorrow, there's nothing you can do about it today. Every day can teach you a good lesson, so learn that lesson well. It is hard to live an entirely isolated, peaceful life. It is much easier, however, to find peace within yourself. It does not matter how many mistakes you make. It does not matter how slow a step you take. You are still ahead of those who never know how to try. It is not wise to put anyone or anything on a high pedestal. Let everything flow the way they would. This world is inherently unfair. Putting something on too high a pedestal will make you lose your own value. Don't settle down for a random person just because you are lonely. It is not fair for both of you, and it is irresponsible as well. Find a soulmate, not a lover. Under no circumstances should you talk behind someone's back. If there are things you have to say, choose kind words. At the end of the day, having one more friend, even though you're not close to them, is better than having one more enemy due to some thoughtless actions. Avoid having confrontations with others. In anger, people are scary. As they lose their mind, they can say or do unspeakable things. Be patient and think about the cause of the issue to solve them without violence. When having issues with anyone, try to solve them within 24 hours. The longer you let it sit, the more severe it gets. If within boundaries, apologize first. Being the first one to apologize is not the end of the world. If you want to have things that you never once had, you would have to do things that you have never done before. Don't mistake my personality for my behaviors. My personality tells you who I am, but my behaviors depends on who you are. Don't ever regret what had happened in the past, because at that point in time, it was exactly what you wanted. Worrying is stupid. It's like walking around with an umbrella waiting for it to rain. If they respect you, respect them. If they don't respect you, still respect them. Don't let others' actions influence your personality, because there's only one of you in this world. The big ocean cannot sink a ship if the water doesn't get inside. Just like that, hardship cannot slow you down unless you let it to. You only live once, so do what makes you happy and be with those who make you laugh. Sometimes it is not that people change, they are just finally showing their true selves. Things successful people do in the weekend. Weekends are the time that successful people relax and regain energy for a new week. These followings are what successful people do before and after a weekend that we can learn a lot from. First, plan ahead. Michael Kerr, a successful businessman and writer, claimed that many successful people planned ahead what they would do for the weekend to avoid worrying over unfinished tasks. Kerr said that successful people always try to finish their work before the weekend so they can enjoy themselves. All of the work that needs to be finished before the week ends include cleaning up the office, finishing up the tasks, and planning for the next week. Second, don't work. Successful people try to stay away from phones and laptops during the weekend. They don't sit and stare at the screens, but they unplug and try to enjoy time without technology. That will help them sleep better and keep their mind free of stress. Third, setting up automatic replies for emails. Successful people set up an automatic reply system for their emails to let others know that they are resting and won't be back soon during working days. Kerr explained that this is also a way for them to showcase the importance of holidays to their employees and the idea that any work can wait. Fourth, spending time with family and friends. During the week, it is hard to take care of your loved ones with a hectic schedule. Weekends allow them to spend meaningful time with their family and loved ones. Fifth, exercising. Successful people understand that exercise plays a crucial role to maintain a good physical and mental health. That's why they are always motivated to exercise during the weekends. 6. Doing voluntary work. A lot of successful people find doing voluntary work rewarding. They can find happiness and peace in helping others. 7th, go out and enjoy nature. A long weekend is a perfect time to take a walk and enjoy the fresh air, especially after a long week of working in the office. 8. Short getaways. Some successful people plan their getaways in the weekend. These getaways allow them to completely de-stress and enjoy the companies of others. 9th, playing sports. Weekend is a perfect time to get back into their favorite hobbies. Those hobbies might be shopping, reading, painting, or playing sports. In conclusion, things that makes them happy are what the successful does in the weekend.